Aha.
Awesome job. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Night Zoom. As you can see, Melissa Gratz is not here to greet all of us tonight because our fearless leaders are in Orlando right now, living their best life, checking out the display at Epcot and seeing all that is Scentsy related in Disney right now. So super cool and exciting. And hopefully the rest of us will be there joining them for the next one. But we are going to chat with Cindy tonight. She is going to talk to us about mystery boxes. So before we get started, Cassie, do you have any announcements for us?
Yes, so I double checked the news tab. So a few news articles did go up as of the 25th. A reminder that the last chance to register for SFR ends on Saturday. So whether you are able to go in person or do virtual. So that is on your events tab of the workstation. An awesome event to be a part of, whether you can go in person or watch from home. And they are live streaming this year, so it's not pre-recorded general sessions like it had been during COVID. And then also another news article to remind that you have until April 30th to nominate any consultant for the 2022 Shining Star. So the link is in that news article to have the nomination form. And they also put information out that I believe it was today, they sent emails out to customers to promote the Star Wars products. And then the back in stock list, there is a couple catalog products coming back on Thursday: melon water and aloe natural oil, and the Palm Beach Breeze Scentsy Fresh. So that is that.
And Harry Potter.
Oh yes, there's different redemption type things. Yep. Harry Potter, you have until the 30th, and then let me pull up the what to expect. Good reminder, thank you, Robin. The following products will no longer be available for purchase and will leave the workstation and personal websites after 11:56 p.m. Pacific time on the 30th: Harry Potter collection, Easter collection, Disney Dumbo, Scentsy Fresh limited time offer scents, and the All Is Well wax collection.
So that is that. Before we get started, does anybody have any questions or anything they'd like to add? No?
Christina got her happy mail today, so Melissa Gratz, when you watch this video. Thank you very much.
She got it. Speaking of happy mail, we are going to be doing the drawing. I know a couple people had asked. Our SSDs are in Disney World after all, so they're doing a little bit of shopping. So this is a good one to get in onto. So they did ask us to still do a drawing, so we will be doing that at the end. So make sure you hang out to see if you're the winner. As always, this recording will get posted to the YouTube channel once Melissa has a chance to review it and get that uploaded. So you can watch it at a later date if you happen to have to leave or what have you. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce Cindy to you. She is the mystery box queen, and she's going to share with us what she's doing, how she's doing it, and all of that jazz. If you have questions while she's chatting, leave them in the chat box while I'm making a list of everybody for our drawing. Cassie's going to keep an eye on that, and then we'll do the questions at the end. Okay. So without any further ado, Miss Cindy.
Hi guys. My name's Cindy, for those of you that don't know me yet. I am the director of the Wax and Wild Superstars, and I'm excited to share with you some mystery box. And so I do scent crates. That's what I call mine. So I initially started mine as a whiff box about, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. This was before Scentsy even brought out their whiff box. So once Scentsy brought out their whiff box, a lot of consultants changed the name of theirs, and I went with scent crates. So it's just a mystery box of Scentsy items. I usually choose a theme, and I started doing them to obviously increase my monthly PRV, my sales, and also to get new products and fragrances into my customers' hands, things that they weren't trying yet. You know, a lot of them are used to our wax and warmer, so I wanted to get them trying new things. So that's why I started them. And again, I've been doing them for about 4 years. Recently, once the whiff box came out with Scentsy, I changed them to scent crates. I still wanted to do them for my customers because a lot of them, you know, they love them. They get it every month. I don't make them subscribe. They just sign up if they want to. And I try to stay consistent with it so that they take me seriously with doing these every month. So I post a theme by the 15th of every month in my VIP group to my customers. And I also send like a bulk email out to my customer contact list, telling them what the theme is, what a scent crate even is, because, you know, we get new customers each month. So I want them to be aware of what it is and what I'm offering to them. And so that's how I advertise them. So the 15th of every month, stay consistent with them. And I probably plan them about the first of the month. I usually schedule my posts for the month for things that I do every single month that I'm staying consistent with. That way, you know, it's not the 15th of the month and I'm scrambling to decide what theme I'm doing. I already have it pre-planned, ready to go. It depends how many I sell a month, basically based on the theme and whether the customers are going to flock to that theme or not. So that kind of, again, depends on the customer and if they're interested in that theme. So I pulled one because I didn't have a customer pick hers up yet from last month. So I pulled one to kind of show you guys like what I do. So I do a set price of $25, and it really just depends, again, on your customers, what you know that they can afford or what they will pay for one of your mystery boxes or your scent crates or whatever you want to call them. It's totally up to you. I do mine at $25, and then if I have to ship them, they know that there's an $8 shipping charge. I just do $8 flat rate shipping on them. So last month I did April showers brings May flowers, just something super simple, easy. And I did a box like this, and I always put like a little sticker on it that says handmade with love, since I put all of these together. And I always include a love brag tag. Can you see this? No.
Because of your hazy background, if
I
you
know.
hold it up too close, it'll be hazy, so you'll just have to hold it back.
You can see it like from back here. Okay, so I always put this love brag tag little postcard right on the top, so that way they'll remember to take a picture of it and post it and tag me on social media. Or sometimes they just post it to my VIP page, which is fine because it gets more customers in there interested for next month. So that's my love brag tag postcard, and those truly have worked for me a lot. So if you're not using those, or even just a sticker, I highly suggest using those. And I made these right on Canva, or somebody else made these, and I used the template and just added my information on those. And since I did the May flowers theme, I included a flower, and I let them choose if they were like a floral fragrance lover or non-floral, because, you know, that can cause migraines for some people, the stronger floral scents. So I let them pick floral or non-floral. And I did, you know, more fruity flower for the non-floral. And then for the floral, I did like a floral scent. So this one was hibiscus pineapple that I did for this flower. And then I included a little wood stand as an extra. So I try not to put too many extras because we want them to try our Scentsy products, not, you know, be expecting to get a bunch of extra little goodies in there. So I just add something small, extra, simple. I try to do as simple as possible. So I added this little wood stand for them to use with their flower. And then I found this in the Canva group too, and it says how to set up your fragrance flower. And it gives them like instructions on how to set up their fragrance flower. So that way, if they've never used one of our fragrance flowers before, they know how to put it together. So I included that with the flower. Then I did 2 wax bars. And again, it really depended on if they were doing floral or non-floral. This one had coral waters and paradise petals for the more florally. And again, it was April showers brings May flowers. So I kind of wanted to do like, oh, I did coral waters for like rain showers, water. So I try to keep the theme. And then each one also got the Chase Rainbows wax collection samples in there. So I just did a little baggie and put all 5 samples inside of there. So super simple, easy, something for them. A lot of them have not tried the flowers yet. So that got them to try the flower and new fragrances, plus samples of the collection, which also got me more orders for them to purchase the Chase Rainbows collection. So that was my April scent crate that I did. And then I just put like a thank you for supporting my small business little card in there. So most of these little things like this, I just purchased right on Amazon in bulk and then Canva. So I try to keep it, again, super simple and easy. I am always super busy and don't have a lot of time. So anything super quick and easy and simple. And my customers love these. I think I did about, I want to say 25 of those last month. And then I also always print these out on computer paper, and it says $5 off box, and it says enjoy $5 off of your next box when referring a friend. And I can share this in our team page, because this also gets, even though I put the brag tag postcard in there, this also gets $5 off if they refer someone. So I had 2 more people referred last month. So my customers in my VIP group, whoever referred them, got $5 off their box. So that was my April. And then that was my April scent crate. Excuse me. Now, sometimes I will do just simple, quick little mystery bags. For most of the time it's like Mystery Monday, and I'll do it like before a holiday. So like for Easter, I did these cute, I went to the dollar store and got little bunny Easter buckets, you know, that you would, your kids would use. And I did those for, I want to say cheaper, like $15, because sometimes some customers won't purchase the scent crate if they don't want to, or if they can't afford or spend $25. So I'll try to do themed mystery bags around the holidays, and I call them my Mystery Monday, whatever it is that I'm doing. So again, for the Monday before Easter, like the week before, I posted about the Easter mystery buckets and did those, and just put, it also helps me get rid of some of my like stock. When I make those up, I don't usually order, so I just use stock to make up Mystery Monday bags. So I use my stock to do the Easter buckets. Mother's Day is coming up. I've been posting, and I did this last year too, for Mother's Day, with the Mother's Day collection. And I'll do these super cute little, it's hard to see if you can see, like these little pails that say flowers and garden. And I just I pick this stuff up at the dollar store and stuff it with Scentsy stuff. I think back when the Super Bowl was going on, I did game day mystery bags, because you have to be careful about like licensing and what you call them. So I just did game day mystery bags for $15, and I did like our mystery man and our NFL wax, and just kind of built a theme on that. What else did I want to say? So that usually those will help me move product that's sitting like stock product. So I like doing those and my customers love them. Otherwise, I stay consistent with the mystery boxes each month. Again, I post them on the 15th of every month, my theme. So my customers just know that they're waiting for my theme because it's the 15th of every month at 7 p.m. They just know. So they're usually waiting for that theme. Again, the amount that I sell each month really just depends on the theme. And then, so I do theme holidays, trying to make sure I covered everything that I wanted to. With our summer collection coming up, you could even do like a summer vibes bag or like mystery bag and come up with and use promote some of our new summer line collection that comes out May 1st. So that would be an idea. Sometimes I just buy and fill like little baggies like this, like the little poly mailers that you can get on Amazon. And if I'm shipping them, I always put this little love it, brag about it sticker on here, and you can get these right on Amazon too. So I can share some of the stuff that I purchase on Amazon that I use for my boxes and my bags. And I'll make sure to post this in our page too, the $5 off. Does anyone have any questions for me?
So there was
So-
some questions that came in.
There are a bunch flowing in. Before we dive into them though, let me just say, because I see this as a question and I know some of you are new or newer. When she talks about stock, those of us who have been selling for a long time just accumulate stuff. So don't feel like you have to have stock in order to do these. And ultimately, and I'm sure Cindy will agree when she answers some of these questions, you do what works for you and you create the system that works for you within that. If it's something that you like and you want to roll with it. If it's something that doesn't bring you joy and you don't want to roll with it, don't do it. If you want to get your orders up front, this was a question, Cindy, and you can tell us what you do. If you want to get your orders up front and then place the order for them so you're not out of pocket, do it. If you want to order them ahead of time so they're readily available, you do what works for you. But Cindy, one of the questions was, do you purchase items ahead of time? Or how do you do that so that you're not out of pocket?
So for my scent crates, like I said, on the 15th of the month, I post the theme. I give them till the 20th, and that's when my order goes in. So whoever, says that they want one by the 20th, I send them an invoice, they pay, they're included. If they don't pay their invoice by the 20th, they're not on there. So I just, like I said, I order them as they order them from me. Off is the 20th. They have 5 days to decide if they want that month's scent crate, and that's it. I don't want to get stuck with a lot of extra product, and who has the money to fork out to order all that extra product? Nobody. So no, I don't order them in advance. I take orders for them.
The next question, Cindy, is, do you require a certain number to be sold, or do you just take what you can get? Based on your last answer, I feel like you just take what you get and that's that, and order it and move on.
Although, let me just say, if I have like an odd, so when I put my order in, obviously I'm using the hostess rewards to get extra, to give them a little more for their money. So when I did last month's, the fragrance flowers, 16 plus 2 wax bars, but I did the 6-pack bundles, right? So I try to sell enough to be able to purchase in bundles. So if I'm doing 2 bars each and I want to place 6 packs, so if I only sold 11 scent crates, I'm going to try to reach out to someone that purchased one previously and said, hey, just wanted to let you know this is this month's scent crate. Would you like to get on my list? Just so I can get that 12, so I can do 2 6-pack bundles of wax. So it just depends where I'm at. I always try to go the extra to, again, get to place by bundles. I hope that makes sense.
No, it does.
Okay.
The next question is from Cassie. She wants to know, she thinks she may have said in the beginning, but what made you decide to start doing the scent crates? Was there something specific that made you go out and do it?
Again, to get my customers to try more products. So a lot of them have not tried laundry, cleaning. I mean, this was again, like back in the beginning. So I always try to include like a different product each month in my scent crates. So one month I added dryer discs in there just to get a lot of them to try the dryer discs. So I started them to get them to try new products, new fragrances, and to increase my sales.
So I used to do these things too before the whiff box was a thing. And I was the same thing. Like if you have a customer who loves Luna, for instance, but never tried the laundry products, like they're going to be getting the Luna washer whiffs somehow in a mystery crate, like things like that. So good idea. I think you talked about the timelines. That was one other question. Mrs. Pardon, I'm sorry, I don't know your first name, but Mrs. Pardon, if we did not answer your question, please let us know so we can get it answered.
It's
Amber,
supposed to change when I sign in.
what was that?
It's supposed to change. I don't know. My name doesn't. It's
Oh,
fine.
what
You
is
should
your
answer my
name? I'm
question.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Amber wants to know, how do you choose who gets the emails? Or you just across the board send them to everyone?
I send them to my entire customer contact list. I have a spreadsheet that I update monthly.
Okay. Wendy asked, after they order, how long does it take you to get it to them? Do the customers mind waiting till you order the items?
No,
Sounds like no.
they know that I order them on the 20th of the month. They're not going to get it till that next month. So right now I took orders for my May scent crate and I placed the order on the 20th. They'll get it in May. So I try to plan the next month in advance. Does that make sense? So like on the 15th of April, I posted my May scent crate theme. And then I placed the order on the 20th of April. So I don't get it out till the first week of May because it's the May scent crate.
So it's kind of like our May or our monthly scent and warmer of the month. Like we're getting charged for it on the 15th. We're getting it ahead of time for the next month. So
Yeah,
you're planning
much more
ahead.
sense to me. Yeah. Because if you were taking orders in the middle of the month and they're getting it like at the end of the month, it's kind of, it makes total sense now. Yeah.
A month in advance. So like when I did this April one that I just showed you guys, I posted on March 15th and I closed my by March 20th and then they got it the first week of the month. So they always get the week of the month. I'm just posting the theme backdated the month before.
There's some good questions rolling in here. The next one is, where did you get your box and what is the size?
Oh gosh.
I was going to say, you might have to look that up and post it in the page.
Everything's Amazon and I'll share the information in our Together We Scent page on boxes. Sometimes it honestly, it depends what I'm putting in the box. So for this box, I needed like a bigger box to fit the fragrance flower because I didn't want to take the fragrance flower out of its box. I wanted to make sure I included the box the fragrance flower came in. So I had to actually get a bigger box for last month. So sometimes I use different boxes, but I can share some of the stuff that I purchased on Amazon in our group page and the link for these because customers love these with their fragrance flowers.
One more thing I'm going to add to that, and then I almost called you Melissa, and you're not Melissa, you're Cassie. I'm going to let Cassie take over the questions because there's still some great ones coming in. And I'm going to make sure I have everybody on the list accounted for our drawing. But with your mystery boxes, and Cindy, if I missed you saying this, please forgive me. Just make sure if you want to do them and you want to have a set price point, share your price point. Don't share what products are in there. Keep it a mystery. Because if you have, for instance, the flour, which would be $16, and 2 bars, which would technically be another $12, that doesn't equal 25, right? So you have to make sure that how you're advertising, you're either advertising it for what the value really is and you're showing a picture of it to prove it, or it's a total mystery and you're saying the amount but you're not showing the products, so then you're in compliance. If you ever have any questions about that, it's in your consultant guide, or you can always ask on the page or reach out to one of us. who've been working on those for a long time, so we kind of understand it. It can get tricky and confusing, but don't let it. It's okay. Just throwing that out there, just a little bullet point. Don't get caught up in that whoopsie doopsie loop of compliance. Go ahead, Cassie. I almost called you Melissa again.
I know it's rough. Okay, so let's see. One of the questions that came in was, how are you sending your email to the customers? Like what email system are you using? Like the workstation, or do you have another way that you use your email?
No, I'm just using my Gmail account. It's my business email. Business
Okay.
email.
Okay. And then did Scentsy making whiff boxes affect your scent crate sales?
No, I still have customers that actually do purchase the whiff boxes too, but a lot of them get them in their Scentsy club because they get them half off.
Perfect. And then how do you come up with your themes? Like, I know you kind of mentioned some of them in relation to like the holidays or things like that, but if there wasn't a specific holiday coming up that you would use that, like how else do you think? You come up?
I kind of gear it, even if we have like a new collection coming out, or honestly, it just depends on the month. So like in for my June one, I'm going to want to do something like rolling into summer. When I did my March one, I did something for like spring break because that was coming up for April.
Okay.
So I kind of I'm thinking ahead because I'm sending them, like, again, I'm backdating and then sending them out the next month. So I'm trying to think of that next month's, what's going to go on in that next month and come up with a theme for that.
Then another one, that the box that you showed, the brown box that you showed that you shipped that you used for your April box, did you ship it in that box, or did you have to put it in an additional, like?
I put that additional one just because of the fragrance flower in the glass. I just wanted to be sure that
Okay.
it didn't arrive broken to them. So,
and then what have you always done yours with the starting date of the 15th? Somebody else had mentioned that they do theirs on the 1st and the order goes in on the 10th. So that way they get it within the same month, but have you always done the middle?
not always, because I've been doing these for about, I want to say at least 4 years now. Not always, but it has worked out a lot better for me being consistent. And like I said, my customers wait for me to post that theme on the 15th now because they just know. So yeah, it just works out so much better having set dates picked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's a great way of, like, I think it was KJ that mentioned about that she does hers at the beginning of the month and the order goes in on the 10th. So again, like going back to what Nicole said earlier, do what works for you, find
Right.
your
What
niche of what works best.
You don't have to put, I see some consultants put a ton of extra things in theirs. You don't have to do that. We're all here to get the products in our customers' hands, get them to try something new. We don't need to spend a bunch of money on extra things. We want, like, again, I did the samples of the Chase rainbows instead of putting extra little gadgets in there that they might not even use. So I try to think of things that I know that they'll use. Like, I know they'll use this with their flower.
Mm-hmm.
This again got me extra orders for that Chase rainbows collection because I got those samples in their hands. So I try to think of things like that they're gonna come back to me for more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Definitely.
along those lines too. So like I said, I used to do these too before Scentsy came out with them, and I was always coming up with crazy themes and whatever. And I kind of like the fact that Scentsy came out with the ones that I didn't have to think much about it, but there is something to be said for making it your own.
Yeah.
But don't get caught up, like she's saying, don't get caught up in the like fluff of it, because excuse me, I actually have a customer who reached out to me last week and she's like, I need something for Mother's Day. I want to spend, I think she said $20 each. I'm thinking like a bar, maybe a circle, a room spray, whatever. And I'm like, what can I do that's like Mother's Day that I have on hand because I'm not going to get it in time, right? And so I don't have hers here. I don't have it together yet, but I'm literally going to make like a bouquet of flowers. And I'm gonna use cardstock. I just did this right now while we're on the call, from Post-its. I'm gonna make flower petals to go around the circle. And then it's gonna be like a bouquet with the 2 circles, a bar of wax, and then I'm gonna use the room spray as the stem with a little stick with a bow, just something super simple, nothing like extra breaking the bank. But it's gonna be like a little bouquet of flowers made out of the items she requested. So you can really be pretty basic and still move product.
Yes.
Christina asked, do you post about your scent crates just in your VIP page, or do you post it on your personal Facebook page too?
You know, I've never actually posted them on my personal page. I guess I feel like I just never had to.
Okay.
I just do VIP page and email so far.
And then how, I guess she's kind of asking too, like, how do you word it? Like, would it say value of at least $25 or something like that? Is that how you're wording it to let them know the dollar amount that it is?
Just know that they're $25
Okay.
now. But if they show interest, that's when I message them one-on-one and let them know the price. And that usually the value is a little more, but I never advertise it like that. I just advertise my theme for that month, what a scent crate is and what it can include. And then I post about them messaging me or commenting before to claim theirs. That's all I post. It's short and sweet.
Perfect.
And you-
it's working amazing for you, so.
I don't think you touched on this yet, and now I'm curious. Do you use like an invoicing system, or do they just like send you Venmo or PayPal by the date for the certain amount? You know what it's for?
I use Square invoicing system, and in the comments on my pre-typed out invoice, they know that they can either pay me by Venmo or whatever payment system that that customer uses. And then I just mark their invoice paid, or some of them do pay by Square. It really just depends on my customer, but yes, I use the Square invoicing system for those.
Hey, Cindy, I remember a while ago you talked about because you mentioned your mystery bags that you do for like $15 for like a different price point. And do you still do your scent of the month club? And if so, could you talk about that? Because that's another good idea for like a smaller price point. If somebody's a little intimidated about starting with scent crates, they could start with something smaller like that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, yes, I do. I do this. I call mine the fragrance club of the month because I had customers that were interested, and I don't want to say upset, but they were interested, but they use the pods. So now they get to choose if they want a wax bar or pods, and I just pick a pod fragrance that I think is like close or comparable in the scent description of our scent of the month, and send that to them. So there's different price points, obviously, of the wax bar and the pods, and I do those monthly as well. And they just choose which one they want.
And what do you charge for those?
So for the wax bar, I do just $10, and that includes the bar and shipping. So shipping's usually about, in a bubble mailer, it's about $4 something. So plus the $5.40 for the bar and tax. So that's $10. And then the pod one, I do 14. That's $10 for the pod and $4 for shipping.
And do you include like little samples and anything like extra like that in those too?
Yeah. So for the fragrance club last month, they got the Chase Rainbows collection in there too. It really depends if we have like a new exclusive thing coming out. The one month I did samples of the Dumbo bar. So whatever's like the newest thing that we're promoting is what I toss in there with it, just like a something little extra. But usually that's it. And maybe like a flyer or something in there, like maybe a body brochure or laundry brochure, just little things. Scentsy things.
Yeah, and if somebody gets like the scent of the month or the warmer in the scent of the month, it's obviously a savings for us as consultants. And then we're charging we're charging full price for the bar. So you're still saving money and being able to
Right.
get it into your customers' hands. So it's smart.
You just have to be careful about not overcharging. So it's like I try to add up the bar plus like an estimate of shipping. So like $10 for the bar.
Thank you.
Okay.
There's two different questions that came up relative to this now, Cindy. Do you charge tax on your $25 bundle, or is that our mystery box, or is that included in your $25 price point?
I always charge tax because we are always charged tax.
So you do the 25 plus tax? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that was Cindy's question. And then Mary Jane asked, if you don't ship it, do you drop off or do they pick up? What do you do with those customers?
Both, honestly. So I have customers that will pick up. They'll do porch pickup if they're close or local to me, and then some I will drop off if I have customers that don't. I have a couple customers that don't drive, or if I'm in their area, I don't mind dropping it off. I just don't go 40 miles out of my way to go drop their box off. So it really honestly just depends. So a little bit of both.
Awesome. Sounds like they're working really well for you. I think I need to get back to doing them myself. And maybe some of you
And they're
guys have gained
They're
some
fun.
inspiration.
My kids like doing them with me too. Like they like dropping stuff in each box or adding glitter to each box, or just little fun, fun things for them. So
One last question here that just came in, and then I think we're going to wrap it up unless there's something really pressing. Mary Jean wants to know, how many boxes per month do you do on average?
well, honestly, it depends on the theme, but last month I believe I did 25 or 20. I think I did 25 and I had one left over. But some months it really just depends. Like I said, it's usually like between 12 to 40. It depends on the theme that I do. I don't think I've ever done more than 40. So it's crazy when I see some other consultants that have like hundreds that they're doing. I'm like, whoa. But I don't think I'm by myself either. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something fun for me to do each month. I like picking the theme and again trying to get my customers to try new products and new fragrances too.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Cindy, for
You're
sharing that with us.
Thank
Keep
you.
doing the darn thing. You're doing awesome. And I think I'm going to start doing them again because Cindy said so. So I'm going to. So I have everybody's names here. We're going to draw up our prize. Like I said, we are still doing it. We are still doing it. Gonna give them a good shaky, shaky, don't breaky. Amber, you're the winner.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Amber. I will let our fearless leaders know that you are the winner. I don't know what you're getting, but I don't know. They've been shopping today. So
Nice.
fun stuff. All right, everyone. If you think of questions after the fact, you can feel free to ask in the Together We Scent page. Don't overwhelm Cindy's inbox, although I'm sure she'd be gracious to answer your questions. But feel free to drop it in the page. Cindy, if you don't mind adding your links that you might have in a post on the page, that'd be awesome.
Yes,
And-
absolutely.
All right. You guys have an amazing week. I don't think is there Cubicle Friday, Cassie?
There will be Cubicle this
Okay.
Friday and next Friday. At
Okay,
10
so
o'clock.
Cassie's going to be running it. So if you're available, hop on, do all the things, work from home, work together, have a lot of fun. If not, we'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. We will be learning next week about all things annual sales and annual mentor. So be sure to tune in. Thank you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.